Yeah, Shenae is Canadian. I think the U.S. got Jess out, and she's American, and she had to just go when they wanted to go.
So you just like...
She's like, have you heard from them? And I'm like, no, I haven't heard from either of you. It's 3 days. And like,
are you worried?
They're back now. They're safe. They're back in Los Angeles. I was waiting to board the flight here, and we're just watching the news in the lounge, and it was literally, they were talking about how the Japanese government is evacuating their, the people surrounding the plants, but not even close to as far as they should be evacuating. The American government is telling American citizens if you're stuck in Japan or around these plants, you need to be 50 miles away right now from the nucleus of the action.
I think that's really something to think about.
It's just heartbreaking. I mean, I can't tell you how wonderful the Japanese.
Did you meet anybody over there that maybe missing or anything?
I've been in touch with the people that I was with specifically, and they're okay. One of the women is actually, she lives in Los Angeles, she's Japanese, she's from there, and she so far has said that everyone in her family that she's okay, but it's really hard to get contact. Like I'm finding that I'm emailing and waiting 48 hours to hear back. I don't know what's going on, and the towers are down.
I mean, some phone lines are obviously down and stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That much
radioactive material. So will you go back and will you start some kind of fund or something?
Yeah, I obviously want to figure out something probably with both of the girls to see I want to pick their brains.
Is Shenae and who else?
Shenae and Stroup.
Okay.
We call her Stroup because there's two Jesses on the show. So we're just heartbroken. We couldn't stop talking about how much we love Japan and how much we love the people and just the tradition and the way that people are there is incredible. We wanted to spend more time.
It's millennia, they're cities. We don't understand in America because we're kind of young in a lot of ways, and their cities are ancient,
No, and they're honestly, they're geniuses. It's just something simple as I went to a cafe on the way home sightseeing, and I got a little sandwich and a drink, and I was looking in the bag, and I was like, where's the bag? And I got a drink as well. Yeah. And there was a cup holder in the base of the bag holding the cup holder.
That's interesting.
What do we think of this here?
In the bottom of the bag.
Something so simple like that, but that's the way they do everything. They're so detail oriented. They care about every single thing, and they care about the individual. I just love the culture, and this is probably one of the most catastrophic disasters we've ever had.
It's the biggest earthquake in the history of the world.
I know that this is the 5th biggest earthquake.
I was in Loma Prieta in the Bay Area. That was 10 grandparents. That was 7.1.
Yeah.
And I remember that.
That's obviously huge.
Yeah. But there's all these factors involved.
There's so many factors involved, and also just the economic system of Japan at its current state prior to the earthquake is what's heartbreaking, because they were already in that Kobe earthquake
right.
And it just couldn't have been the worst time. And so like I said, my heart goes out to these guys, and whatever we can do on the U.S. side.
Maybe you can get a bunch of actors together and
the telethon,
do something,
for Katie and Katrina, and also guys, don't forget Katrina and Katie.
It's still
rebuilding. We're still rebuilding. 5 years, Katrina, and what is it? Just past the 1 year. Yeah. 8 years, right? So. My heart is definitely with them. We're going to figure out how to reach out to do, whatever it is to start.
Glad you're safe,
retweeting everybody that's actually already currently raising awareness and raising money.
There's so many people still missing, Everything we do in our daily lives pales in comparison to this. Yeah. There's so many people that are missing family members and just don't know what to do. They can't reach anybody. Yeah. So,
my Stroup's managers were contacting me, were contacting my agent. No one could get in touch with her. No one could find her. And Shenae's phone was not.
What was it like getting a flight out?
For them, I still haven't heard the whole story. My flight, like I said, I left right before everything went down, right before the 829. So it was just a normal day with a small earthquake that happens in Tokyo and that happens here in California. Nothing amiss whatsoever. And then I get to New York. I go to my women's conference. I wake up the next day, and then it's just breaking news everywhere. million phone calls because everyone thought, but they didn't know when I was really getting back. And so everyone's asking me, hey, I'm back. And I'm like, I'm fine, what's going on? What do you mean? And I turn on the TV and it's like, I just started freaking out. I got in touch with, like I said, I tried to get in touch with Jess and Shenae initially. I couldn't get in touch with them. I got in touch with the coordinators.
So when did you leave?
I left on Wednesday, so I got back into the States
like the day before?
Wednesday, because I literally the day before all of it went down.
Yeah.
And the coordinator who planned our trip, we were there for a fashion show, and the coordinator who planned our trip responded within 12 hours, I believe, to let us know that the girls were actually safe, but that the elevators in our building and our hotel had been shut down. This is a 60-story hotel, so we don't know if there's something in their rooms or shut down stairs, or like we didn't know anything about anything other than they were safe, which was, you know, somewhat comforting. But then it's like so many questions, you know. And then we were out of touch for another 36 hours.
So are you already planning on getting back? Or are you?
I want to find out. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to jump on a plane whenever or whatever. I feel so honored to be in the position that I'm in, to be able to actually help on a larger scale because my boys and everything too. And you know, everybody on Twitter has been supporting me, retweeting or donating, you know, to organizations that are already actively working with fighters. I don't personally have one right now, so you know, I don't know if it's more advantageous to donate to one that's already there, or to start something, do a telethon, we'll figure something out. Yeah. But
we should look for that.
But yeah.
Because there are so many people that are dead or missing, and it's just it's a tragedy on like epic scale, on an epic scale. You know,
it's beyond anything.
The fact that you're safe is good, but there's so many people that are not.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just gonna thank you.
Yeah.
This is one outlet, and
this like pales. I mean, this is like, I don't know how to put it.
Yeah.
Anything I could ask, you know.
I know.
This is kind of.
And you'll probably get a very boring answer. I don't have anything else on my mind.
No, I understand. Completely understand.
What's going on?
I completely understand.
It's just like, I mean, it's hard to watch, but like you have to watch because every single, I mean, if you turn on the news, it's something totally different that they're dealing with. They're reacting, they're afraid. That basically, what I was hearing before I boarded the plane was that even from someone who actually has worked in nuclear power plants and is expert on this, it's like even with all of the fire department equipment and every kind of protective gear possible, these guys can only go in for 3 to 5 minutes before they have to leave with all of the protective gear they need. Right. And the thing that I'm really upset about, and I guess they're trying to make sense of this and what's going to come out, but apparently they're asking the older members of the older workers who have been working in the plants for a long time to be the ones to come in because they're more likely to die of older age than I mean, like I literally got like ill thinking about it. And I mean, it's on the one side it's like they're trying to figure out what to do, and this is but it's like to take life so simply, almost as if it's like, well,
yeah. It's kind of like
you're getting there anyways. I mean, it's just kind of like all of us have a mother and a grandfather and a grandmother, and you think about that, and that's not something you can put your heads, try to wrap your head around. And that was something that really kind of, I didn't know how I felt about that, because I mean, the logic in it is that it takes 15 years or so for radioactive.
Right. I mean, you look at Chernobyl. Chernobyl still like closed down. They can't. And that was kind of it was a small meltdown, but I mean, it's like 30 years later, right? Or some large amount of time.
No, absolutely.
So.
I don't know. I wish we could just wrangle our Hollywood power together and and get crazy amounts of money and stuff that we make in this town and just send it all in boatloads over there to do whatever they need to do. It's just, that's one of the biggest things that they're talking about is the state of debt that the country's already in now. For this kind of atrocity to take place, it's billions of dollars of rebuilding a nuclear, meltdown like this is just that is not no cheap thing to have to deal with. Even just to go in and fix the reactors, but it's not. That's not even possible anymore. I mean, it's just hard to believe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll look for whatever you do. We'll look for it.
Yeah.
And we hope that actually, everybody needs to do something. I mean,
even if it's, I mean, that's the one thing that I say with everything that I've worked with. I've worked with 4 different organizations, and I'm like, $1 from every person in this world is a
that's
hell
$7
of a lot of
billion.
money. $7 billion, you know what I mean? Like, if we all just do whatever we can, not sitting here thinking about it being as big as it is, and just thinking about what can I do. And, I mean, I've had fans of mine who do, like, bake sales and, sell lemonade in their neighborhood, like just lemonade and brownies. It's just something so simple, and they don't realize how much just their contribution compiled together with everyone else that's doing something.
So what city were you in again?
I was in Tokyo.
Okay, you were actually in Tokyo.
I was in the capital.
Right. But you left the day before.
I literally left the day before. So I'm
But Shenae and
Shenae and Jessica Stroup. Yeah.
We're both still there.
We're both still there, and I didn't hear from Stroup until I think Saturday or Sunday. They got her out into a flight. Her initial flight was a direct flight back to LA, so clearly that flight didn't happen. And she got taken via Chicago, which I think may have been United or something. I remember when everything went down, hearing that there was one United plane on the ground in Atlanta, and I'm wondering if that's the flight that maybe Nancy got her on, or what, I don't know, but I know it was so, Shenae